Hey everybody, welcome to Go Get It by Getitlex Motivational Mindset, the podcast. Today we rocking with Black.
Salute, salute.
So Black is the co-owner of Black Carter um,
Printing graphics.
Printing Graphics. I need to start this over. But yes, he's the co-owner of Black Carter Printing and
Printing and
Graphics.
graphics. Yeah.
And I want to thank him for coming on my podcast because, like I was telling him before, we even started this back in the day when I was starting my clothing line. I didn't know anything about what kind of prints lasted. I didn't know what was the high quality, what was the low quality. I didn't really know what I was paying for.
Right.
I didn't know anything about it. So I know a lot of people in the city are aspiring, aspiring to own their own clothing line, their own brand or whatnot. And I think by you hearing his side of it, and you can have a little bit of take from it to apply to your business. And this might
Right.
be somebody that can help you. You can go to him for your printing and everything. So since I know a little bit about him, I'm gonna let him have the floor and you tell the people who you are.
My name is Ron. My closest friends that know me, they call me Black. This all started about 7 years ago. My father passed away, and it kind of course, it rocked you. It rocks you, but it took me some time to get back on my feet. And this whole time, I'm just thinking about him telling me when I was younger that I was gonna be the man one day, and had no idea how I was gonna be the man, But through the whole situation, it came to me, and I went to my business partner, Mr. Zaire Carter, um, and we formulated this plan. And it took us a while. We sacrificed, we made a lot of sacrifices, and really did a lot of research on the first before we jumped into it. Um, and we got it together. We still working on location right now, but as far as having everything we need, being licensed, being copyrighted, and everything, we're good to go. We're good to go. I wanted to learn about business, so I went to school. It was rough. I went part time. I worked two jobs. It was tough. Plus, I have three children. I have a son, Tariq, Sierra, and Samia. Actually, today's Sierra's birthday. Happy birthday, baby.
Happy birthday.
I had them. We I got through that, and we just jumped off. I went to the T Mania in Regency Square Mall. I went to those dudes and I was like, "Yo, can I just come in here and learn how to do this?" And they looking at me like I was crazy, like, "Who is this dude?" So I just kept coming in there, talking to him, and then one day, dude was like, "All right, I'm gonna show you." And he showed me, and I learned how they did things from top to bottom. Little loopholes they jumped through and stuff too. But um, I learned a lot, and as far as the vinyls for your vinyls that you use, it all depends on the type of machine that you use. It all depends on the type of machine that you use. Heat Press Nation is a good place to get supplies from. Their vinyl is pretty tight. It doesn't burn up. With that vinyl, you got to move pretty quick anyway. But it stays pretty intact, and when you wash it, it doesn't fold up or ball up or anything. And like I said, it all depends on the type of machines that you use. And like I said, we did the research, and you know, we saved up a lot of money. Made a lot of sacrifices, saved up a lot of money, and we went and we got what we needed. And like I said, right now we're working on location for so that people can come to us. Basically, you can come and dress yourself. You can come and design your own shirts, your own hats, and things of that nature. But like I said, we're working on that. One thing at a time. Not a rush. When you rush things, it never works out. So little by little, we do things. He works, I work. We got respective families and things like that. So um, it comes. We take it one day at a time.
So let's go back to the beginning. Let's get to know you a little bit.
Okay.
Let's take it back to when did you first feel like you had a passion to want to be hands on with arts and crafts?
Well, it's a funny story. I went to an elementary school called Broad Rock Elementary, and I got a few Facebook friends on Facebook. I don't know if they remember this, but we was the name I teacher, her name was Miss Harris, right? I had her for fourth and fifth grade, right? And anybody that remember me during that time from like third, fourth, and fifth grade, I used to get in trouble a lot for drawing and stuff, right? I always like to draw and paint, and, color and things like that. And I would get in trouble during the time we supposed to be working. I'm drawing and stuff. I remember going to parent teacher conference, her telling my mom, well, he's a bright child, but while I'm talking, he's drawing and all of this. And instead of her showing like all my like papers I did good on, she put out a thick book of drawings. Like, this was your son doing my class. He's, he do it on the slick though. He do it on the slick side, but this is all the work that he's done in my class, all these drawings or whatever. So I was into it then. And then once I got to middle school, I can't think of the teacher's name, but I went to Elcott Middle School, and she had like a program, like an after school program where she was showing us how to make t-shirts, but it was the old school way. It wasn't heat presses and all that stuff. It was like the paint and the washboard and all that stuff. And you had to really work the design into the shirt or whatever. So I got into it then, but then, it kind of faded away after a while, and then as far as business, me and my business partner, we always wanted to be businessmen. We just didn't know what we were going to get into to be businessman or how we were going to get there. But it just came. I'm a creative guy. He's a creative guy. So sometimes we get together and we just get to talking and get creative or whatever. We just throw stuff out. We do like test runs to see, and if it doesn't look good, trash or either Goodwill or something like that. And we just stepped out on faith, and we're gonna keep on moving. But I want to put this out there. We are not a clothing line. We're a printing company. I just printed up a couple of hats, couple of shirts to just let people know that we know what we're doing, that I know what I'm doing. I know how to do it. And it doesn't have to be our stuff. You can come and get whatever you want. We do what them all do times 10. Eventually we're going to get to introduce all our other services, like stickers and business cards. We pretty much want to be like a FedEx on steroids, like a one-stop shop for everything. What I mean? Like you come in, like say, like you can come in like to the store part and you can pick out clothes, or you can go and get your stuff made up. If you got documents and things that you need to get taken care of, you can come and do that too.
That's dope though. That's dope.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Just be a one-stop shop. And then, like I said, we're just starting. Hopefully by next summer, if everything goes well, I would like to do like an internship and like show children how to do it. Because it's fun, it's neat, and then you learn a lot about the computer. You become very computer literate. Yeah. You understand the computer a lot doing this. Yeah. So passing the torch and to them, letting them know that they can do it. And my nephew is already, Uncle Ron. Who can you show me? I'm like, okay. Once I get things going the way we want it, then that's only if people want to. I'm not twisting nobody's arm or nothing. But if you want to learn how to print and learn different things or whatever, just don't hesitate to ask or whatever. I pay it forward.
Yeah, I think that's really super dope. I mean, like I said, everything kind of coincides, because usually when you're coming to get, if it's not for a certain event like birthday parties, but a lot of people, when they do go get things printed, a lot of it is when it goes to shops like this in bulk, and it kind of have business cards, like you say, signs,
right,
things that go on your car, the magnet things. So yeah, like I would love, and not only that, like people like me like to be hands on. Like I like to see my stuff right then and there versus getting it made on the internet, then getting it shipped to me, then I don't like it.
Right.
I might not like it again when it come back. So I think that's super dope for people to just sit there and watch you create these things. So that way, if it is a problem, you can fix it, you can correct it
right then and there. I mean, you are basically designing your own shirt. I mean, it's just like the mall. It's the same layout as the mall. You go in, you pick your shirt, You let them know what you want, pictures, whatever on your shirt, hat, whatever. Right. The only difference with us is we just have a set price. I'm not gonna charge you I'm not gonna do it like they do. Like they charge you $5 a letter and all of that. No, whatever you want is $25 a shirt. For tees, for sweatshirts, it's $35. Hood is $35. Hat's $35. That's it. So I'm gonna give it to you. As far as like you asked me about customer service before. That's the thing about us. We pride ourselves on the hard work that we do, that we put in. Because we work in 8 to 12, maybe 15-hour days, sometimes on the weekend, overtime, and then have to come home and fill orders and stuff. And a lot goes into it time wise. But we make do, we get it done. Like I said, we just started. We printed up a few shirts, here and there, or whatever. But we haven't hit that. We haven't turned that curve where we getting a lot right now. But I mean, it's cool because we have a lot that we have to do between now and then. Because I would really like for people to come to me, but I'm doing it out of my house and I can't have nobody in my house.
Right.
So we just do it upon request. Upon request, and like I got a thing that I'm doing with these hats now because we're just gonna probably just do hats, hoodies, and sweatshirts for the rest of the year. And then going in the top of the year, we'll just tackle like Valentine's Day, Black History Month. I got something special for that. I was just talking to a good friend of mine about it. I told him I had something for him. And we're just gonna go, and try to tackle each holiday and do it that way. And like the biggest order we got was for a music video this summer. A shout out to my homeboys, dedicated boys. They had a video called "Good Vibes Only." So
You did that stuff,
yeah. Well, we go way back anyway. We basically family. We all grew up in the same neighborhood, and it's love every time we see it. So when he found out that when they found out that we was doing it, they hollered at us, and we got them tight. And we thank them and we appreciate them so much for that, because that was our first big order.
Mm-hmm.
So we knocked that out for them, and it all worked out well. They had a good time at the cookout or whatever. So we looking to do more like that as time go on. The more that we grow, we'll take on bigger assignments. So and then when I was in school, I had an internship. Well, a lady from an internship, she came to our school to speak about business, and she was like, "Well, I'm going to be on the panel for y'all last class. We had like a career class we had to do. It was like the last class of the semester, and that would determine whether you walked or not. It was a requirement. So we had to go up in front of a panel of like 15 people. And me, like this right here, this is big for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a shy dude. I mean, I don't do the lights and camera and up in the front and all that. So this right here is like, this is different for me. And I'm surprised. I'm proud of myself because I'm getting through this, And before I went up to that panel, I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I said, y'all can, how about I go home and we can Zoom it? They was like, no, you can't do that. I was just so nervous about it, because I never been the type to been in the front. I'm more behind the scenes strategy, stuff like that. I don't really like all that attention like that. So when I went up there, I killed it. I must have killed it because we had to come back for like fittings and stuff like that. So when I was up there, we was talking, she gave me her card. And on the panel, what I discussed Black Heart and where I wanted to take it in the next 5-10 years. What was my plan? If it didn't work out, what was my exit plan? What materials I needed, what was I going to do to get it out there, and things of that nature. So I got through it, and right after school, I jumped into that internship at T-Mania, and I did that for like a year and a half. I told them, I said, look, I don't want no money. I said, I don't want no bread. I just want to learn. They were looking at me like, man, this dude crazy. So, I got through that. And then, like I said, the last 7 years, we just sacrificed and saved up. And one day I was like, look, let's go shopping. We went, Some stuff we bought manually, and some stuff we had to order. So, and then once we got started, I taught him, and he's just as good as me. And in the beginning, when we was doing it, we tore up so many hats, so many shirts, so much stuff. Just trying to get acclimated on how to do it. I'm trying to show him, and but we got it together. We won now. We good. So we plan on going to the next level with it, and you know, we just stepped, like I said, we just stepped out on faith and wanted to do something. A good friend of mine, I was talking to him earlier today. He had put a post up a couple months ago. He was like, if you continue to stay in the same place without doing something about it, you're going to wake up every day in the same place. You can't wonder, you just got to step out there. You can't be afraid.
Right.
My parents raised me not to care what nobody think. And people close friends who know me, they know me. They know, trust me. I can really care less about what people say or whatever. I don't forget, I hear, but I don't forget what, I don't really care what people say. I know people are entitled to an opinion, and I understand when people spend their money, they want to spend it on a short thing, and not on no garbage, so we pride ourselves on hard work. And, I tell people, when they do it, they be like, look, I'm gonna go ahead and cash up you the money first. I'm like, no, let me do it. I'm gonna send you a picture. If you don't like it, let's start from the beginning, because I'm not gonna take your money.
Right.
I'm not that type of person. I work hard, so I don't have to do that. So, yeah.
So, what you going to school,
Right.
and then you going working under your internship with C-Mania. Could you tell me some things from school and from C-Mania that you think that you learned that was so significant, that if you wouldn't have went to those two places, that you wouldn't have that knowledge to apply it to your business?
Well, I mean, as far as school goes, I tell anybody, if you're gonna go to college, you better be ready to go, right? You better be ready to go 110%, because we're not in high school no more where the teacher stop and take. No, them people come in, put their stuff on the board, XYZ, I'm out. If you don't have it as an F, and you will fail, like you will flunk out of school. So I think going to school and being that focused on setting that example for myself, not only myself, but my children. I wanted to show them that, education is everything. It's the only thing, we have as Black people is education. They can't take whatever you learn, they can't take it from you.
Okay.
So I wanted to show them that, but it took a lot of hard work and sacrifice. Like, I went to school part-time, so it took, I started my bachelor's program, 2017. I finished August 2019. I mean, I didn't get a chance to walk because of COVID, but it didn't matter to me. I was glad I was finished, because I'm talking about,
Congratulations,
man, I'm talking about, but, I'm one of them people, like, I like to learn. So learning about business was very intriguing, learning about the loopholes and really getting down to the nitty gritty. A lot of people don't understand business. You know what I'm saying? Like, the playing field changes. You got to do whatever you got to do to keep yourself together. You know what I mean? So when we started it, I was like, well, bro, let's just do a clothing line, right? He was just like, nah, we're not gonna do no clothing line. So I'm like, well, what are we gonna do? He was like, bro, we're gonna do a print company. He was like, that way we'll never run out of gas, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we can go at our own pace. You know what I mean? Like, we won't fizzle out as long as we work hard.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, we pride ourselves on being two strong-minded Black men who want the best for themselves and their family. Like, at the end, like when it's all said and done, I want my great grandkids, I want them to be able to experience and taste this. I want them to be able to drink from that cup too, and I know that's big to say, but I hold myself to a high standard. I owe that to them, even though they're not even here yet. I owe that to them. Not only do I owe that to them, I owe it to my parents. My father, rest his soul. His spirit living through me. That me getting up every day and doing what I got to do. Because some mornings when I get up, I don't feel like it. I don't be feeling like it. So just knowing that he living through me is good enough for me. And then my mom, strong woman, Southwest Philadelphia, ain't play no games, as tough as they come. And she just instill hard work in me and my brother. So, we're gonna take it for what it's worth, and we working for our legacy.
With that being said, how important is it for you to invest in yourself?
Well, I mean, I'm like, I don't even get on here and tell no stories. I don't work every job there is, right? Every job there is, and I feel like investing in yourself is the best way because can't nobody take it from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got some jobs out here that got this at will firing. Like, you come in today and they say, "Hey, Mr. Sherrod, look, we don't need you no more." Somebody fire you with a smile on their face, and then what you gonna do? Versus investing in yourself, right?
Yeah.
Taking your time, step by step, not rushing and doing your research and just learning as the days go. I since I had this, I knew a lot about people before, but I really learned a lot about people since I had this business. I
Yeah.
mean, since we done started this business, I learned a whole lot about people. Just behavior, people and their behavior. So, just invest in yourself. Don't be afraid to step out there. Even if somebody doing the same thing that you doing, so what? McDonald's had hamburgers. Ain't nobody, stop going to Burger King because they had burgers. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So it's the same thing, and us as a people, what we got to do, even if you don't support each other, still the person, still uplift one another, pay it forward. If somebody say, "Hey, bro, can I get into that?" Take the time to tell them. Take the time to tell them. You know, if you have the time to tell them, just take the time to tell them. School them right quick. Say, let them know what it is. Like I tell people all the time, look, I went to school, I worked 2 jobs, I did X, Y, Z, bro. You know what I mean? And it didn't happen overnight. It was 7 years in the making.
Yeah.
7 years, and before we did anything, we wanted to protect it. So the lady that came to the panel I was telling you about earlier, she runs the internship at U of R, right?
Wow.
Right? And her name is Alicia Dobbs. Shout out to her. She helped us with the LLC paperwork. She helped us with the copyright, and she's helping us with the trademark. And trademarks is tricky, but
Yeah.
there's a lot that goes in that. But she's helping us keep up with that.
Right.
And she's a good friend. I can call her right now. We can just talk for hours about not even this, just life. And she really helped us out. Really helping us out. So, we 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 really work hard to get to where we at this point, right? We just happen to be at this point. We appreciate everybody who has, purchased our stuff or inquired about our stuff. We really appreciate it. We really do.
And so with um all these things working and to help people helping you stay on top of things, how was you guys' passion and your consistency, how did that play a role in being able to make these dreams that you had come true?
Well, we come from the era of hustlers. So, those that came before us, those around us now, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's inspiring.
Yeah.
We come from that era, that get it era. So,
Yeah.
we got to get up and go get it. Ain't no excuses. If especially for us men, ain't no excuses.
Oh,
No excuses. So, we just kept that mentality, and we just respected each other's time as far as work and family. But any spare time we had, we was always chopping it up on the phone or FaceTiming or, we grew up in the same neighborhood. So, we go around the way, we were bound to run into each other, see each other, talk. And, he'll bounce his ideas off of me and I'll bounce mine off of him. And, we put it together to make it work. And I won't make a move without him. I won't make any deals or any of that nature without him. And I'm pretty sure he won't. That's just the loyalty that we have amongst us, and amongst the guys that we grew up with. Just the loyalty to one another. We initially wanted to grow this company so that we all can have a hand in it.
mm-hmm.
That we all can I can pay it forward, and we can all grow from this.
So was the actual idea of partnership, um, was it what you expected it to be? Did it become, I mean, everything have its ups and downs, but
Right.
sometimes unknowingly you go into something thinking the worst, sometimes, and because you have to have two people input, and plus that's your partner too. So
Right.
was,
Right.
was that ever like, in the back of your mind about the partnership situation?
No, no. I mean, I've been knowing this. I've been knowing my man. I've been knowing him for 30 years, so I know him like a book. I wouldn't have went to him and came at him with it if I didn't think he could handle it or he didn't want to do it. Because I understand business and friendship sometimes it don't mix.
Hmm.
But we had a conversation about it. He a real dude. I'm a real dude. So we talked about it and we just made a pact to one another that if we either one of us wanted to leave it, that we would leave it respectively. You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't be no ill will or nothing like that. We'll figure that at that time, if it got to that time, God forbid that we would learn enough and know enough by now that if one of us had to leave,
Right,
whoever had it can take it and do whatever they wanted to do with it.
right,
But that's not in the cards, you know what I mean? Because, we put we're putting our blood, sweat, and tears into this. It's been like when we had that good vibes only video, that those shirts, I just wanted to make sure that it was right for them because they go in front of a camera, they represent our name, and we just wanted it to be right for them. So, just staying up, the late hours and stuff and time you put in, the weekend come, I'm working 7 days a week. Like I work Sunday through Thursday, right? Thursday night I'm printing, Friday morning, Friday afternoon, night, Saturday, and then I'm going back Sunday, right? But it's not to the point where like I'm losing sleep or nothing like that. It's fun. This is what I want to do. It's a difference when you find your lane, when you find a lane. I ain't gonna say when you find your lane, but when you find a lane
hmm,
that you're comfortable with and you enjoy doing it, it's nothing.
yeah, it's
It's nothing. I mean, of course I'd be tired or whatever, but that comes from me just being up and working, doing both or whatever. But like I said, it doesn't tire me out to the point where I'm like, man, I don't want to do this or I don't know if I never doubt it. I never doubt it. I always go, with it, and just knock it out. But we do pretty good as far as a partnership go, because we know how to separate our friendship from business,
hmm,
right? We know how to separate that. Sometimes we get together, we don't even talk about it. We don't even talk about it, Belka, bro. We on our homeboy time now. We ain't got time to talk about that.
right,
But then when it's business time, we sit down and talk and say, all right, X, Y, Z. This person wanted this. I gotta order this. I gotta put in for this. We need this. And if we on, we eye to eye, we on deck with it. So there's no problems there.
right. So, y'all building, y'all doing everything. I'm sure your partners, your family, everybody, know what's going on. So, how has the support been from them in the community that you?
Well, I mean, to be honest, like I said, we just starting or whatever. So um I'm not a real go out type of person like I was when I was younger. You know, COVID, trying to, find places and do different things or whatever is kind of tricky or whatever because I work in the healthcare field.
Oh,
I really can't be around crowds like that because I work with individuals who are mentally challenged and their immune systems are too weak.
right.
And I can't come in there with that stuff, even though I'm vaccinated and they are too. But just to have that thought when I go out places. So that's why, like, um, if somebody hit me for orders, hit me, and I'd be like, all right, we can meet up or whatever because we all from the same side of town.
Hmm.
So we'll just meet up on the weekend and we'll do it that way. You know, I wish there was no COVID because there was no COVID. I'd be in all the clubs and everywhere. I mean, I'm too old for that stuff, to be in them young clubs, whatever. But I do it to network my product and
Yeah.
and do it that way. And we would definitely be a little bit more out there.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we both of us are vaccinated, so we decide to go somewhere. We decide to go somewhere, and the stuff sells itself.
Yeah, pretty much.
It sells itself. Another good friend of mine was like, "Man, wear your stuff, wear your stuff." I said, "Well, look, I wear my stuff, but I'm just not down with going nowhere. Just not down with being in no crowd, all them crowds and stuff. Just not down with that. So not right now, anyway. So like I said, we're trying to figure out a way where we can get people to come to us, and we can work it that way.
Um, Customer service. We talked about this earlier. Customer service, and being that you just started, I know you probably haven't, experienced that many issues, but have you, has it been any like hiccups that kind of brought attention to, sometimes you do something and you don't notice that you're doing it this way until somebody bring it out to your attention. Have it been any of those situations what kind of brought light to like maybe something you need to change or help you do?
Um, the only thing that I say to that effect is, if you order, and it's not just my business, this is similar. I mean, not when I say similar business, but not just my business, but other businesses that people are running, independent businesses that people are running. If you call me or text me or message me or anything of that nature, you say, "Well, bro, I need XYZ." If I make it, right, I expect you to come and get it, right? Don't have me making stuff and then I can't sell it, because I got these shirts, the flag shirts, with my store began, and I can put whatever there. I can put Highland Park, whatever. I can do whatever. So many different avenues I can go with that shirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I make this shirt and you tell me to put some in place of those, in place of Southside or whatever, and I can't sell it.
Yeah.
Like you say, my store began in Alabama. All right, I make it and you don't come get it. What am I supposed to do with it? My store began in Alabama. What am I supposed to do with that?
Right.
Right? And that's the only thing that can get irritable about it. And I understand some people don't understand business and how it goes or whatever, and a lot that goes into it. But we make a lot of sacrifices to do what we do so that we can share, our imagination and our craft with the world. Not the, and I it, to me, it makes me feel mocked when somebody say make this and then I do it and then they don't come and get it. That's the only hiccup that we have experienced. So we got a plan for that too. So as time go on, we'll get that taken care of and get that settled down, and then we'll just go about it from there.
Yeah. Pretty much that's all you can do.
Right.
Yeah. Handle it a day at a time. Um, uh, I want to talk about the different styles of printing.
Okay.
So take me through that because it's a screen printing. It's a DTG or something.
Yeah, direct to garment.
Okay, that and then it's another one, right? 3D sublimation.
Yeah, the 3D sublimation.
Okay.
Shout out to my boy O. He just made me a Tony Soprano shirt. I'm a huge fan of the Sopranos. He just made me a Tony Soprano shirt, and I salute him for that, man, because he put time in it for me, and I know he's busy too. And like 3D sublimation is pretty much taking a picture and basically making it come to life through a 3D lens almost. Um, the direct garment is pretty much what you have on right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a direct garment.
Okay.
It's dealing with like a lot of live paints and things of that. Now, as far as the vinyl goes, what we're doing right now, I can use glitters and stuff like that too, but it'll look like this though. Has to see that it'll be pressed like this, be pressed. With a direct garment, it's pressed, but it's more or less like back in the day when I was learning how to first do t-shirts. It's like that, but through a machine now.
It's like the screen print almost like that, right?
No, see, that's the heat press that you use. That's a heat press that you use.
Oh,
The direct garment, you just load your picture and you load your shirt like on this tray. You slide it in, and the picture like paints down on the shirt.
okay. With heat?
Yeah, with heat.
Okay.
And then it comes out, and because you can put a picture on it, it doesn't look like how you see people with a shirt and it look like they have a picture on their shirt.
Yeah.
Right. It's different from that. You're getting the design actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You put whatever picture you're gonna use. You put it on, you add it to the machine, you add your shirt to the machine, and as it goes through the machine, right? Because you got some that ready garments that look like a I don't know, like you've been to a restaurant. You know how the dishwasher machines look how you put the dishes through and they come through on the other side.
Yeah, uh-huh.
It's some of them are like that. They come through, and while it's coming through, it stamps, and then it goes through, and it's direct to garment. Now the heat press, it's the vinyl, right? What I do, I use a particular program, Studio, right, where I can configure any words or any pictures or whatever, right? I click it, I send it to my cutter machine, it cuts the design, right? I peel the vinyl, take my shirt over to the heat press, take my lint roller, make sure I don't have any lint on the shirt, place my design 3 inches down from the collar, right? Press, 15 seconds, right? Comes up, peel the vinyl off. Your shirt is done. Then you pull your vinyl down a little bit on it again for like 3 more seconds. Boom, done. Put it to the side for cool off. Fold it up, nice and neat. They come get it. Same thing with the hats, with the vinyl, right? Go to my computer, click on the design. It cuts on the cutter. I take my box cutter cut, peel it, take it over to my hat machine, put my hat down, lay this from this side to this side, lay it down, press, boom, peel it off. We good to go. It's fun. It's interesting. I mean, I know it's fun for me. A lot of people might think it's tedious or, I ain't getting into that. And then it feels that much better when you do it yourself versus somebody else doing it. It's just more money because then that way you got a middleman and, then you shortening your business basically. I mean, sometimes you need a middleman. Like my boy Silas and Merrick over at T Mania, like if I have any bulk orders or whatever, we already got a partnership with them that they'll help us out if we got over, like, say, like we get an order for like 200-300 shirts. I work, he works. We have that type of relationship where we can say, all right, look, we're gonna get y'all 150 of those, print those, or we'll print the other 150. So we'll do what we can, and we'll just do it that way. And we do it at a decent partnership. So it's all good. We do all our own work. We do all our own work. But if it get a little too much, I won't hesitate to reach out to them. They've been so good to me, teaching me, and we have developed friendships with them. And I learned a lot from them. So I ain't gonna I'll never forget them looking out for me like that. Yeah.
Right. That's right. Because a lot of people don't. It's sad.
Oh man, hey look. More people that don't know you will support you than people who do, and that's not a shot to nobody. My friends and close rounds is watching this. This ain't a shot to nobody. So how Facebook is. This is not a shot to nobody, but just me learning on my own, just learning. Yeah. Just having a business and just learning day after day how this thing goes. You can't take the time off from learning about it. Yeah. You can take your time off to rest, but learning about business, you can't take your time off. You got to keep your finger on the pulse with it. At least that's how I do anyway. And that's one thing that I've learned, that more people that don't know you will support you than people that do. But I appreciate those who have, and those watching this podcast in the future. If we can do anything for anybody, we'll help anybody do, whatever we can do, to help your situation as far as, your own clothing line, how to get to the LLC if you're not sure. What else? Getting your business license, the whole 9 yards. I work. Getting your retail license, I had to get that so that I could get to the retailers. So, like I said, a lot goes into it. It's exciting, but just make sure that we had to make sure that everything that the important stuff was taken care of. We wanted to protect it. Because this was our this is our thing.
I just wanted to tell you this too, because I heard you talking about getting buildings and stuff in the future. I don't know if you already got that squared away with your people or whatever, but I had this young lady named Miss Tamika Bond that was on my podcast, and she actually helps write grants for people to obtain buildings, and she
Oh, okay.
helps with the business credit. She helps with your regular credit. She helps with all that. Like so, you know, if that might be somebody that you can talk to help you, if speed along the process with you finding a nice building and
Right.
help you getting grants for your building and your
Right.
equipment and stuff. So
Yeah, I went to, what was it? I think it was Sunday. This past Sunday, I had some downtime, so I just was riding around on Sunday. And one of the guys that was helping me with the internship, I ran into him and he was telling me that, yeah, I got a booth at the flea market on Jeff Davis. So I'm just like, okay, cool. And I really won't feeling it then. So Sunday I got enough nerve to, walk in there. So I walked around, I talked to a few people or whatever, told us that we can come and set up a booth and everything. And, if we wanted to, and we could do it there. So, that's one of the places that we would consider, but we want to bring it to a place where people are comfortable.
yeah,
Where people, like when I walk in the store, I don't want to be having to worry about XYZ when I go in the store. I want to go and enjoy myself and shop and, and have a good time with whoever I'm with. Or, like me, I'm the type of person I chase peace of mind.
uh-huh.
You know, I'm not gonna let anybody interrupt my peace. So if going shopping is peaceful, that's what I'm gonna do. So I would want my customers or future customers to be comfortable. I want them to know, like, yeah, when I go in Black and Zaire Jank, shoot, they got XYZ going on. It's comfortable in there. It smell good in there. It's fresh in there. The clothes don't look like they've been. How you go to some stores and you look at some of the clothes, the neck be stretched and all that. You like, what kind of mess is this? Y'all
Yeah.
walking around here and y'all ain't see this? Like y'all employees walking around this joint, nobody rehanging the janks or nothing. So I want to be able to create an atmosphere where people feel safe and they feel like I can help them with anything, any of their needs, printing wise. Any of their needs. Printing wise, like um, a good friend of mine, he was getting married, and I printed up some um, groomsmen hats for him,
Mm.
and they was real nice hats or whatever. But just to spread it around, just to let everybody know, that we here, you
Right.
know, we work hard to get here, and now we got to work hard to maintain it and grow it and do right by it. So that's what we're doing.
That's what you gotta do with your business. We talked about this on a couple of other interviews where everybody kind of referred to their business as a baby.
Oh yeah,
gotta nurture it. In order for
yeah,
you gotta really like put the time in it. So catering to your business, whether it's big or small, it's gonna get it to where it need to be. You know what I'm
yes ma'am, yes ma'am, most definitely. Like I say, like I'm not gonna let nobody disrespect my brand. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let nobody push us. We're not gonna let nobody push us over or nothing like that, or take advantage of us or nothing like that, or because it's ours. You know what I mean? It's ours. We created it. We talked about it growing up that we was gonna be, you know, business owners and moguls, and we just dreaming and talking. Yeah, we're gonna be doing this, and we're gonna have it, and we we invest a lot of time in prayer as well. A lot of time in prayer. Like I get up in the morning, I have my conversation with the Lord, and I just thank Him. I just thank Him because, man, I'm talking. I came a long way from 2014 to now. And the business has, it's gaining popularity, and it's getting there. A lot of my friends, close guys and females, I get, I get a lot of I get a lot of love from everybody. So, we love y'all back, and y'all know us, and we here. That's all we can say. We here.
Yeah, we definitely here. That's right. Um, so tell I want you to tell the
Right.
people that's inquiring about your services, people that might want to do bulk orders. Being that you said, I know you said you're in your house right now, whatever.
Right.
So how can people what can people expect when they want to place an order with you, and how would they place an order with you, and what's the turnaround time on an order? 5 pieces or less, 5 pieces or greater, 100 pieces, big orders.
Well, like I said, we only had um, that one order, and it was like for that video, I think it was like 40 shirts we did. Yeah, it was like 40 shirts we did, and I think it was like took us like a day and a half, maybe 3 days to knock that out. We knocked it out and got it to them a couple days before the video. I like to give people stuff, get them their stuff a couple days before, so that they can say, as far as the shirt, if it's a shirt I'm making, you make sure it fit well, make sure it's the right color, the right size, um, before I give you the product, because word of mouth is everything.
Yeah,
You can't have nobody dragging you, oh, bro, the shirts was this, or man, when I watched that Jane was turning up. No.
yeah,
Mm-mm. No, 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 no. And like I said, right now, we just doing it by request. You can hit us up on Facebook. We working on a website now, trying to get that taken care of and everything. But just Facebook, just Facebook or Instagram, and we just go from there. And just like I said, I have a I keep a pen and a pad with me um, everywhere I go. So I'm jotting down stuff and orders and everything. So we keep a good, keep, along with our books and stuff we keep. So, that's how you can get in touch with us. Like I said, right now we're just doing hats, and as it get colder and stuff, probably we'd probably do hoodies and sweatshirts and things like that. As far as like big, we still business cards and buttons and whatever, anything that we base our business based on, we print on anything we can get our name on.
right.
Handbags, bags, like I said, bridesmaids, your little bridesmaids boxes, right? Each bridesmaid get a box with little treats and stuff, and the groomsmen get a box with little stuff in it. This little arts and craft stuff. Just want to, eventually we want to spread our wings to all our other services too. We just don't want to be known for just hats and stuff. We
Yeah,
want to broaden our horizons. We just haven't gotten to that point yet of being able to open that door to show it. I mean, don't get it confused. We know how to do all that stuff. We just haven't gotten to it yet. But like I said, we're working diligently and trying to make it happen. So
um, you told me about wholesale, right? You
yeah.
said so. What about that? How can people or what?
Well, yeah. Like I said, what we do, like if you have a clothing line and the big thing, everybody run the Michaels, right? Archie Crowder, everybody run the Michaels, right? And if you can't get the Michaels, you can come to us, and we'll have all the stuff that you're looking for, and you can buy from us, at a discounted rate. The key is not to hurt people; it's to help people.
Yeah, right.
That's the key. That's why we put our prices at that set rate like that. Because when you go to the mall, sometimes they kill you.
Yeah,
You go get a shirt off the rack, and you like, shoot, I want Miss America on that junk. He make it for you. He be like $300. You be like, wait a minute, dog. Well, hold on, cuz.
hmm
How you charge me $300 for that? You charge you $5 a letter. Charge you for the size of the shirt. If your shirt is over a 2X or 3X, he's gonna charge you $5 extra. Right? And he charging you for the design. So that's how they do it. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not doing that.
yeah. That's
I'm not doing that. I had to get my ace from paid in full off on and set my prices at a price so that
yeah,
people can feel comfortable to come. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
man.
I
Sure.
had to do that. I understand business is fun and we all want to have a lucrative time at it, but hurting people in the process ain't it's not the way to do it. I want to uplift people through our company. I want to be able to inspire somebody. That's why I'm hoping somebody is watching this that has a business and want to jump off the porch. Go ahead and do it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Go ahead. You got one life to live, right? Maximum value. Maximum value is what life is about. Because once it's gone, it's so precious. So while you here, like in the words of my man Gary Callis, right? My man G, he said something on the post a couple of weeks ago. He said, "I want my roses while I'm here." So while we here, shoot, I want a flower garden of roses. I want abundance. I want longevity. I want it all,
Yeah.
but I want it through uplifting my people. And uplifting others, not just us, but just others.
That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be.
Right, right. I mean, you got to pay it forward. I mean, you look at us as a whole. You wonder why we don't have anything because we don't uplift each other. We don't put each other down with what it is.
Yeah.
So I just we always talked about that. Like that's so whack to do. Your brother, your sister just asking you a question on, hey, bro, how can I get started on that? And you give them the cold shoulder because you don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
If you were, to me personally, if you were a real businessman, right, helping somebody shouldn't be a threat to your business.
It should not. It should not. You are exactly right. And that's
It
why
shouldn't.
it is though too, because I feel
Right,
I needed the key a lot of times, and a lot of people not gonna give it to me because
right,
intimidated by the point that I'm gonna come ask you, and they might not even be intimidated. They just might be busy with what they got going on. But I feel like having a platform where people could come on here and look at different people's stories and be able to take what they need to take out of each person's story to succeed.
right,
That's and it's from people of color. It's like you're not directly telling somebody how to do it. You telling your story while still, telling your story while still giving them a little bit of inspiration. And
right,
that's that's I had to come up with a way for me to learn and
right,
to
right,
allow to learn because it's not common that you could just go to people,
right,
ask them
right,
things and be forthcoming with you, um,
right.
knowing that you're gonna do something.
Right. But see, that's the thing, the key, what you just said. We have to learn how to dig deep within ourselves because it's already in you, right? Your greatness is already in you. You just gotta unlock it. You can't have what they call it. You can't have like stinking thinking. You can't let what somebody say to you move you off your stance. And people are entitled to an opinion. Let them have it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to dig within yourself and you got to conjure that up out yourself and be and walk in your greatness before you get it. You gotta be a big stepper before you can become a big stepper.
Yeah,
You got to walk in them shoes and you got to tell yourself, you got to speak it into existence. You got to tell yourself that. Like 7 years ago, I was telling people, yeah, bro, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. People like, man, what you doing that for? Everybody got a clothing line. You doing that, bro? They ain't gonna work out, da da da, whatever, whatever. But I turned that disappointment of people telling me that into strength, right? And I took it and I said, you know what? All right, I got you, though, dog. All right, I got you, right? And I just did the research and I went my own way and I did it. And here I am sitting here right here, and I got a printing company. Me and my best friend of 30 years, my brother, we got a print company. We have a printing company. That's big in itself to say,
yeah.
right? I got a company. I would have never thought I have no company, but I have a company. It might be small right now, and it might be just starting right now, but shoot, I got faith. You know what I mean? And
You gotta
watch,
the talent.
right? I mean, from a city, you know,
Hold on,
even
yo,
though,
okay, you can't hear me.
yeah, I got you now. What you say now?
It was breaking up a little bit.
Oh, I was saying that the city that we are from is special. We might not get that critical acclaim like New York or Atlanta or somebody like that, but it's untapped talent enrichment. It's untapped, and if we would just come together, it wouldn't. Man, look, you remember how like the early 2000s when Atlanta hit the scene, like T.I. and all them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If we come together, we can. I believe we can be bigger than that. If we come together, we can be bigger than that.
Yeah.
The city that we from is talented.
That was
It's a special place, right? Shout out to North Side, the West End, Church Hill, but ain't no place like the South. Ain't no place like South Side. South Side is, and I'm not talking about it or boasting or stepping on nobody else or nothing like that. I'm just from the South,
yeah.
and it's just a special place. You know what I mean? It's a city within a city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you come across that bridge,
Yeah.
right? When you come across that, what's that? The Lee Bridge. When you come across that jump, it's a whole nother. It's like a whole nother city,
It
right?
is.
Like yeah, it's a whole nother city,
You ain't got to go
right?
cross nothing because you go back across the water because everything over there you got everything.
Right. Like my children, they from over that side of town, right? So when I talk to them, I'm like, y'all coming over to see me? Oh, come way over Southside. So y'all say it like Southside in California or something. Then I thought about it like it's a whole nother city.
It is.
It's a whole nother city. You know what I mean? So we come from a special part of town and we got the talent. We have it. Not just in Southside, but all over the city. It's talent everywhere, and all we got to do is network and push each other and we'll get it. You know what I'm saying? We can't look at each other like strangers, man. We got to look at each other as partners, and we can put our minds together and we can take this thing to a whole nother existence if we really wanted to, but there's a lot of people that you have to weed out in the process. So, what I mean? I pray that one day, we can get there, if not in my lifetime, my on them generations after us, we can finally get to a place where we can all be successful and all be happy and we can all do it together.
Yeah. Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
All right. So we just talked about your children, of course, but I'm gonna let you say what keeps you motivated and so
Um,
top of your feet.
uh, well, I'm a competitor. I'm very competitive. I hate to lose, right? I hate to lose. I hate it. I'm cool with it because you can't win everything, right?
Yeah.
But I hate to lose. So I pride myself on being competitive. I always try to stay 10 steps ahead of the next person. It ain't got to be in this business, but just in general. So what keeps me motivated and going are the three that I talked about before. They are the best things to ever happen to me in my life, man. I mean, my son, he'll be 20 in December. I'm looking at him yesterday like, dude. And then my daughter turned 18 today. I'm like,
Wow.
man. And then, my youngest, she just turned 16 in June. So like I don't have too much longer with her either. So
Yeah.
it's just one of those things where, as a parent, you won't always see your children as your babies. You're gonna always say that. You're gonna always see them that way. And I'm not gonna be biased. I'm very overprotective of my girls, very overprotective. My oldest daughter, she's very pretty. She's a looker. So and she, how she
Yeah.
filling out and all that. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
We go shopping and stuff. That how this look, man.
No. Yeah. Oh God.
And I'm trying to come to grips with she's 18. She's at that age where you got to let her spread her wings and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, all right, but it's just the love of a parent. You love your children more than anything, and you just want them to be 10 times better than you. So you wake up every day and you set that standard. You show them versus than telling them, because you're gonna drill it in their head all day long. Go
Yeah.
to school, do X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. But if you're showing them your steps and you're leaving footprints to put their feet in, right? You're showing them. Now, if they go left, that's on them. That's something they have to learn. But if they continue to watch you and move, they're gonna move just like you move. Like my father, he got up every day. Rain, excuse my language, rain, shit or shine. Bro was up.
Mhm.
When I say up, up, and I seen that man work 12-hour days, come home, cut the front and backyard. I'm like, dude, what the hell? It's like 200 degrees outside. He already worked outside in McGuire Hospital and then come home and cut grass. You don't get no tougher than that. You know what I'm saying? So just him setting that standard every day, showing us every day, right, what it was. And telling us at the same time, we growing up in a neighborhood where, it's rough and it's going down and we seeing stuff that we ain't not supposed to be seeing or around stuff we're not supposed to be around, but him showing us how a real man, right, takes care of his family, pays it forward to his neighbors and friends and stuff. He was a grand example of what a man should be. So I follow that to show my kids that. And I hope that, if they ever have children, hopefully I'm older. Right? Hopefully when I'm older, they pass that baton on to their kids and on and on and on.
Now, you said a lot, and I really appreciate everything you say. I appreciate you being transparent.
Right.
Yeah, and telling your story. It's amazing. I think that I like doing this because I like giving people the chance to see and to hear the stories behind these businesses that they're going to support. I like to hear the business owners be relatable. A lot of people catch people at their high and
right.
don't understand the lows, lowest that they had to go through to get to where they at. And
right.
So a high to them might not be a high to you.
Right.
They hear you talk and see the things that you came through, the things that you're trying to continue to do.
Right. But I mean, like I say, mindset is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You have to tell yourself, people say, "Oh, you crazy, you talk to yourself." No, you say self, right? I'm gonna do XYZ, right? I'm gonna do this. And you just go right on ahead and you do it. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much it hurt or how long it take or whatever the case may be. And I'm not speaking like I done made it to the mountaintop because it's still a struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's still a struggle, and it's, with, like I say, with time and things, it's still a struggle, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? How can you turn your back on something that you love? You know what I'm saying? I love the creative side of that of the business. I love to roll my sleeves up and, put my music on and just zone out and just come up with ideas and do test runs, see how they look. Not all right, next. You know what I mean? I don't let it get to me. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to be like that though. I had to learn how to be like that. Not letting the outside noise get to you. People gonna always have something. People talk about Jesus Christ.
Always.
Look what they did to Jesus. You know what I mean? People talked about Jesus Christ, but guess what? Jesus is Jesus, but you're gonna make it right up out of that. You know what I'm saying? You can't listen to that stuff. You just can't listen to that stuff. If you're gonna set out to do something, set out and do it. My father always told me, he said, never quit and always finish what you start.
Exactly.
So
that's it, making it to the finish
line. Right. And it might take you, a while. Like I seen I think it was like a meme or something. Kevin Hart was standing by some words. He was just saying, like, never give up on your dreams and goals and stuff. It might take you 30 years. It might take you 2 years, but hard work pay off. So just, keep pushing. I'm telling myself that now as I'm talking to you. I'm listening to that. Keep pushing. Keep your head up high as you can keep it and keep on going, because the day you quit might be the day you get on.
Yep.
And that's it. And then you're gonna look like a fool. You know what I mean? You gonna feel dumb then because put all this time in and say, "Oh, I can't do it." And then Steve Harvey call you and say, "Hey man, I want to," and you like, "All right, so what you gonna do?" So just keep pushing, and things will be great. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel good when I wake up. When I wake up in the morning, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get to my creative zone, on days that I'm off, if I don't have nothing else going on, but I'm excited to get to
it. So you got anything else you want to tell us?
Well, say that again.
Did we cover everything?
Yeah, we covered everything. I just wanted to say a few things. give a few shout outs if I could.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Um, First, I want to shout out my parents. Without y'all, wouldn't be no Ron, right? I want to shout out my family in Philadelphia, Southwest Philly, my brother, my nephews, my niece Mugdu, my sister-in-law Sasha, my sister Vanielle, my nieces, my brother-in-law Bone, the whole city of Richmond.
I just
Um,
that.
yeah, but I mean, no, I see. I won't. I will see. See, I won't. I won't leave. I won't leave it out. I will say last but not least.
Oh,
Last but not least. Last but not least. To the greatest place on earth to me.
there is.
South Richmond, baby. You know what I mean? You don't get no better than that.
Yeah.
You don't get better. You don't get no better than the George Wolf Huguenot rivalry. You don't get no better than Lonnie B. You see what they did the other day? Yesterday, was it yesterday at the Art of North yesterday? Was
Oh
it
yeah.
yesterday?
I one yesterday was third. Was it
The
third?
other day? Well, the other day, you
Yeah.
don't. You just don't get no better than
I
the
love the South.
South. You just don't get no. Huh?
I love the South. I was
Yeah.
over
You
there.
just you just don't get no better than the South. And of course, last but not least, Bryce. I want to shout out to all my partners, brothers, and Bryce, and sisters, and everybody. And we're doing our thing, man. We appreciate y'all support, and we're gonna keep it pushing.
Uh, Congratulations to you. Congratulations on all your accomplishments, especially school. That's a major, major, major deal for someone who didn't come straight out of high school into college to
Right,
head up and then to finish it and accomplish the goal. That's super, super tremendous. Congratulations on you and your business partner, the moves y'all to make,
thank you,
being consistent,
thank
being on top of your game. It's the ins and out, the back door, the thing that people don't realize: the retail license, business license, trademarks, things like that. That a lot of people don't understand that you have
you.
to have
Right,
to be prosperous with your business. Uh, you don't want nobody taking your name. You don't want nobody
right,
stealing. You don't want nobody knocking on your door with no paperwork. This,
right,
so
right. That's the worst right there. That copyright infringement is not. It's not fun.
nothing to play with at all. So
Mm-mm.
as two black males doing this, I like I said, I salute you. I hope that this gets to many other people as well. That's my whole goal to this thing. That's why this is the first one that
Right.
on YouTube Live. So
Okay.
go
Okay.
check
Okay.
out
Well, we the first. We the first to do it on the
this
YouTube. Okay.
first live interview I've done on YouTube.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the people that's on YouTube that don't even know me or you, that might just happen to scroll by and see. Hopefully they get what they need to get out of this, and along with all the other interviews, I'm ready to restream on YouTube.
Okay. I also want to shout out all the entrepreneurs in Richmond. No matter what side of town you on, I want to shout you out. If don't nobody tell you they proud of you, I'm proud of you. Keep pushing. To my home girl Vita with the splash of dimples, I I applaud you. You my home girl. You keep pushing, keep doing that. The foreign exchange boys, I don't know y'all personally. I know of y'all. Y'all keep doing what y'all do. My boy Rob with the Peace Clothing, keep doing what y'all do. Everybody that has a business or any type of entity or anything, just keep doing it. Just keep
And
doing it.
that way, yes, sir. That's it.
Yep.
So if that's it for you, that's it for me. I appreciate you. I hope this right here, like I said, makes its rounds all through the dirty, all through the north, all up
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, shout out to Highland Park. Church Hill,
very well.
West End. But see, you see how I can say that. I'm just like Highland Park. I can say Southside Road, Southside. I can say that real well. See, I had trouble saying everybody else, but Southside.
Yeah, that's real fluent.
Oh yeah,
Because
Uptown.
everybody gonna be with the shirts. They got reunion. What is it? The football games and stuff coming up. My kids got football games. Everybody gonna need
Right.
basketball games coming up. They open up everything. So I really think that uh a lot of people gonna be not hitting you up regardless of
Man,
this
we
video, whatever. Regardless,
right.
and
We don't have no choice. We don't have no choice but to gear up and let's get busy.
get it. Let's get it.
It's good. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank you for allowing me to come on your podcast and spread our wings a little bit and talk a little bit about our business and let the people know what we stand for and where we're trying to go. And we just thank you. And I'll send others your way. So you can hear other stories too. Some friends of mine who have their business, so maybe they can come on and they can talk too.
Of course, I all the business I can get, I'm starting. I would love to start here in the city, and whoever else, regardless. I just want to cater to the city and the surrounding areas, and let people know that how hard people work here to and have good products, and have good customer service, and
Right,
are relatable. Like I want people to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So this is the platform for it.
right, right.
Platform for it. So again, I thank you for taking time out to tell your daughter happy birthday from all
I
of us,
will.
everybody over here at the Go Get It movement. Um, but if, like I said, if that's it for you, it's a wrap for me.
All right.
I appreciate you. See ya.
Peace.
All right.